think you're ready for this jelly.
Shit. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Blake.
Hi, I'm Kenny.
Together, we're plenty. No, we're not. We're in Scotland. And this is what we did today.
My eyes are itchy.
I don't care about your eye.
Hey, get my hat out of the bathroom.
Are you kidding me?
Get my hat out of the bathroom. Ugh. Thank you.
This morning, we woke up and we went to the Dunblane Cathedral. When we showed up, the rest of our choir showed up.
Oh, yay!
And
Welcome.
some of them were very excited to finally be in Scotland, and some of them were just like, kill me now. Friends are here!
Jasmine!
I'm gonna hug you on camera.
Hello. Shabbat Shalom.
We're finally all here! Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Everyone's here! I'm so happy.
You guys look like celebrities.
I started this. You did it. You did it.
Scotland? Hey guys.
So that was fun, but it was good to see everyone, and our whole choir was there. And then we rehearsed as a whole choir. And the Dunblane Cathedral is huge and sounded wonderful.
Sounded alright.
And
Alright.
so this morning we were at breakfast, and Dr. Webb's son told us that it was Dr. Webb's 83rd birthday today. And so while we were at the Dunblane Cathedral, and here's the thing about Dr. Webb's birthday. We always know that it's on the tour, but we never know what day it is, because he doesn't tell anybody, ever. So it's cool. We sang him happy birthday.
After our rehearsal completed, we all hopped back on the tour buses and we went down back to downtown Edinburgh where we were yesterday, but this time we had the whole group with us instead of just one group here, one group in a different country, so that was nice. We got lunch, and so I was with a couple of my friends from Corral, and we went to an Italian restaurant today, and it was kind of like a hole in the wall, like walk down in a dungeon looking thing, but it was really nice, it was cheap. And then afterwards I went shopping, just the local clothing stores and stuff. I didn't buy anything because I'm poor. I bought some funny gifts and souvenirs for friends and family. Also, I forgot to tell you, I'm doing this like social experiment on my camera. I'm recording, and how this started was when we were at a souvenir shop. Some friends from Corral and I, we were talking with the employee staff people behind the register. They were like, "Oh, we love your American accents. They're way better than their English accents." And we were like, "Oh, well, will you give us your best American accent? Let's hear you try it."
Oh my god, like I just absolutely love pizza and chips. Like it's just so amazing. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's like so amazing.
No way, I can't do an American accent. Not good enough.
And it was so funny. Like, we weren't like laughing at them, we were kind of like laughing with them because they knew it was a joke type thing. And so we did that, and then I asked them a second question I've always kind of been interested in with international people, which is, when you think of America, like the stereotypical America, what's the first thing that comes to mind symbolically?
The Kardashians.
Food.
What kind of food?
Like chips and burgers and like lots of food.
Burgers?
And Starbucks, definitely.
Starbucks? Cheese?
Cheese. And beer. Cheese and beer. Really sort of like loud and enthusiastic people.
Okay.
Really friendly.
Spring break.
Spring
That
break?
would be-
Just
yeah. Just because my son's always wanted to go on spring break in America. That's his dream holiday.
Big burgers.
burgers?
And like Michael Phelps and swimming. Amazing sport teams. Sport team.
A lot of unhealthy food and overweight people.
So true.
Yep.
Holidays, like street parades, Uncle Sam, singing. Yeah, well, patriotism.
Well, today I split off and I went with my parents and some other old people. They're not old, but I mean like older on the companion tour. And we went to the Edinburgh Castle. We toured around. It was like 16 pounds, which is like the equivalent of
30
like,
bucks.
Almost 30 bucks. Not quite 30 bucks. But I was with my parents, so they paid for me, and that was cool. But we toured the castle for like 3 hours. It was kind of cool. There's a lot of museums and stuff. But I was so hungry the whole time, and we were supposed to eat lunch. We didn't eat lunch. I really wanted to eat some real food and just get a drink even. And that didn't happen until like we were walking towards the bus, and we grabbed some ice cream and some Coke. And so that was my lunch, was ice cream and some Coke. And then we drove to the Colinton Parish Church, which is where we had our concert tonight. And we rehearsed, and then the hospitality people from the church made us like this. It was like a buffet.
There was like 60 of us. It wasn't just corral. It was like a companion tour and our guided staff and everybody.
70 to 80 of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of us in this parish hall, and they made us this huge buffet full of all these like meats and vegan and gluten-free and non-gluten-free like dishes, and they surprised Dr. Webb and the rest of us. None of us really knew. And they made an announcement that was saying happy birthday Dr. Webb. We sang to him, and then they came out with this cake, and he was totally surprised, had no idea. None of us did. It was a really great moment. And everybody stood up and gave him an applause, and he blew out the candles, and then we ate cake, and it was delicious.
Then we had our concert, which it went really well.
Guys, can I just say that was the most awesome concert tonight? Brilliant singing, extremely moving, and quite brilliant. Loved it. So well done, and particularly on No Sleep.
This is concert 1 of our tour.
Of 6 concerts.
Of 6. And it's Dr. Webb's last tour because he's retiring. And we thought it would take us to like the last concert to really like cry and be emotional. Nope. Dr. Webb like made this speech about the fact that one of his students that was in Cortland 40 years ago, that is on the trip, gave him a present for his birthday that was a picture of him and his wife, Barbara, holding hands together. And Dr. Webb like started crying while he was talking because Barbara fell and broke her hip and wrist before this tour, and so she's still in the hospital in the States and wasn't able to come on the tour. And so he was just like, I wish she was here to hear us sing and stuff. And then he started talking about his retirement and how he's leaving, and then everyone was crying in the choir basically, and then Dr. Webb shed like a tear and was like wiping away like one tear during the last song, and it was really dramatic.
And so after the completion of our concert set, everybody stood up in the congregation, which we had a really full house, a really full congregation, way beyond our companion tour. Tons of people from the church came from the community. It was a great...
bunch of Scots.
There was a bunch of Scots in the church. Anyway, so they stood up and we gathered hands and we sang Auld Lang Syne, right?
Yeah. That's what
it's called. And it's some like traditional Scottish song, which everybody seemed to know except for me.
It's like a New Year's song in America too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Anyway, and so we all held hands, and like it was just a beautiful moment. Everybody in the congregation was singing loud, and it was very
like
angelic.
Uniting two cultures and like people from 2 different places in the world. It was just really cool. Like we were all singing in this church, and
so yeah, it was great. We don't need to beat a dead horse, Blake, eh?
One thing that is different about the UK is, you know, you drive on the left side of the road instead of the right, and it kind of like freaks us out all the time. Like we're driving, we're like, we're on the wrong side of the road, we're on the right side of the road.
Yeah, it's hard to adjust.
You're like, oh wait, it's okay. And also, in addition to that, like when you're walking upstairs, it's the same thing. Like in America, we walk up the right-hand side of the stairs, and so I've been doing that like in the hotel and stuff. And then all these like Scots keep coming down like their left, my right, and so we're like running into each other, and it's just like It's really confusing.
It's kind of the same way on the sidewalks. Like today was a really busy day with tons of people. Like it looked like New York City, tons of people, and you like walk on the right side of the sidewalk, but everybody's walking the opposite way on the same side of the sidewalk, and so you're just constantly colliding with people. It's so awkward.
It's funny.
That was day 2.
Day 2. Sort of day 3. Day 2 in the UK.
Oh,
Day
yeah.
3 of our trip.
Yeah.
Well, see you tomorrow.